All right, everybody. Good morning. It's 5:10 or so a.m. where I am. Up early again, uh, but that's okay. I like to get out early and get some golf in, especially with the new game there. You can't keep your hands off it. Day three with the new game here. It's been up and down. First day, was a disaster, as with a lot of games with an online component. Yesterday was a lot better. I had no server connection, disconnection problems at all. The importing of your previously done courses, legacy courses, importing them to the new game to either republish them or take advantage of some new assets in this game was working okay. Some anomalies there. Everything seemed flattened. But with the test play, everything was okay. But I had a blimp and a jet airliner there that was on the ground, so I just removed them from the course. Some of these assets might have to be redone, so it's probably better to remove them and redo them at some point. There are, some of the themes have been integrated. The themes are different this year. They're taking similar themes and integrated them as one and combined the previous assets, any special trees or bushes or whatever that were, mostly for the one theme now are going to be integrated as well. So, things are going to be looking a little bit different, I think, on your legacy courses. And the other thing I want to say about the designer, especially with the legacy courses, guys, there's some differences with lighting, clouds, fog, and haze available now that weren't in the old game. So I don't know, if you whatever theme you were using, there might be some anomalies there. So before you complain about the appearance of how your old course looked, you might want to go into some of these cloud, fog, haze settings there and change some things around, and until it looks like you want it. Another thing I did, I'll show you. I'll go into my profile here, the settings, graphics. Wasn't sure what to do. I had depth of field on there, and it just made some things look blurry and unnatural, so I turned that back off. I had turned the bloom on there, but the bright sky was actually obliterating areas of the HUD information there. It was hard for me to see it, so I turned that off. I turned this on, because every one of these says disabling may improve performance. Excuse me. But that doesn't mean that turning them on will, definitely affect performance in a negative way. And motion blur, I don't know. I'm looking for a realistic look and, a realistic experience when I play. So anyway, the bloom and depth of field I tried with on. I turned it back off. So I don't know. That's kind of been my solution. The course designer, like I said, was a big problem there that first day, but I had no server connection issues at all yesterday. First day getting into my society was an adventure, and yesterday I had no problems. I'm just checked that right now. Yesterday I was popping right in. There was no delays. Yeah, it's popping right in. I had to put up just a sample round just to give everybody a chance to get their feet wet with the game. I played that course pretty well, except for that one hell hole, that waterfall hole that looked drivable. Well, that was a big mistake, and that cost me, 6 to 8 strokes there. So take 6 to 8 off of that, and I'm about +4, +5, which would have been good. I'm playing with the pro clubs for the extra distance, but they're extra sensitive to hit. So, just something I've decided to get used to, and and deal with it. In the old game, I was already playing in hardest driver swing, and pretty much using a tempo style approach to the swing anyway. So this new tempo swing, I really think hasn't really confounded me at all. If I'm hitting the driver off lines because probably I was a little too quick. I've noticed a couple of things. Good practices to handle the pro clubs with the tempo swing that's in the game now, and I'm glad that's universal. That's not something like last year with the normal hard and hardest swing, where it was a personal option, it's not something that could be forced in events. So I'm glad that's universal, and everybody's got to kind of get used to it, and you'll take advantage of the longer but more sensitive clubs. If you can control the stick swing, you're going to do well. All right, so anyway, everything looks good. I'm going to go out and play around, and then I told the guys on our community forum today that I'd find something else to put up. So, I already got a message yesterday. Funny thing there, I get these messages. I play with the full screen. I don't leave the messaging pane on there. One, because, I need the whole screen to play, and because I don't have like a room-sized TV screen. And second, I've had instances in the past where I'd have that open, and some 12-year-old with a foul mouth because mommy's not watching, come on and use the F word and the N word and stuff like that. So that's another reason that's not what this is about. There's another message. Maybe it's the same guy. All right, so I'm just gonna jump out of here. I'm just gonna the screen will go blank for a minute. I want to see who's got what to say. I'll be right back. Yes, viewer, this is live. I'm on the PlayStation. My friends can catch me on the PlayStation. What's new? Pain, and everything goes to my YouTube. So anyway, I'm just going to go out and try to find something to play this morning. This is all different this year. So let's look at all courses. All right, okay, Coral Sky Resort. Okay, that's a guy I just became familiar with. A guy on my friends list. I'll give him a shot. He's done a beach course. Pikes Creek. Some guys I'm not familiar with. Clint Eastwood, yeah, okay. Yeah, it kind of looks like a flat, I don't know. Looks like a Highlands links course. I don't know. The lighting on those courses I was never really happy with. I kind of like bright experiences, but okay, Mr. Clint Eastwood 666. Looks like a medium difficulty. I don't know what that's about. The bounce normal, that means it's going to be on the medium hardness side. 7,500 yard course. All right, well he's got no plays. I'll give him a shot. Sometimes it's hard with the with the thumbnail picture of the course that comes up. Sometimes it's hard to see if it's really a good course or it's just something randomly thrown out there. So okay. I haven't really looked at this pane yet. Complete a round without invoking the stroke limit, $100 or in-game currency or whatever we're calling it. More than 50 plays. All right. We're going to give this guy's course a shot here. see what it's like. And I will give it a good look, too. Alright, so it defaults to the... Oh, he's got one tee and one pin. Okay. Now, sometimes, I mean, there's designers and you know the level of work you're going to get, and then there's some guys you've never heard of, and, you just get out. Sometimes, you find, total junk, and sometimes you find some gems, and you find a new designer to keep track of.
Hello there, welcome to the golf club. We're starting with a par 5. So, have fun.
All right, starting with a par 5, that's never a good sign, but okay.
Short par 5 here. A lot of people eagle this one. Let's see what you can do.
Okay. Okay, I can't say I'm real impressed so far with this par 5. But I'll play a couple of holes. Maybe it'll get better here. In my settings, I leave the zoom to green on, so I can do this. Back myself up over the tee, look around, see what's been done. All right, I'm sorry, this is not a fantastic course at all. I'll give it a play, but it just looks like a random gen. Excuse me, 18 holes. It just throws a clubhouse there, any old place. I'm not a great designer, but one thing I don't do is auto-generate holes for good or ill. Everything I do is totally custom. Yeah, okay. See, cars hanging off the edge there. Okay. Yeah, not a lot of attention paid to this. 476 yard. Yeah. No, this is okay. This is okay. Gotta take it way out here.
That wasn't super clean. Okay, you're kind of in some deep stuff. This is the danger zone.
Oh. Okay. There's a hole out there somewhere. All right, I'm not going to complicate matters here. You had
Well,
to
I'm
take
just
it
glad
take
that
it
you're
out to
out of the deep
another hole's
stuff. This
fairway
is
to
good.
get anywhere
I'd
with
say
this.
it looks like around 145 yards from the pin. All right, let's just reload and try that again. Okay, 11-footer here. This is definitely makeable. Four feet. Let's do this. Way to drop that putt. And starting off at 2 over.
All right, guy. I gave it a.
Okay, here we go.
I gave it a chance. Let's try again. See what's see what's hot. Blue Ridge. Rise. Upland. That's had 89 plays. It's been given 5 stars. All right, so it's a fast. It's 18 holes. Looks like fast greens, normal hardness. Guys really need to start going soft side on the greens there, so they play like realistic. This is listed as hardest. Yeah, I don't know what that means because that's all. It's subjective based on other guys' scores, and if everybody's playing with the grid and the wind and the zoom on, it's a whole other ball of wax for me. But okay, it's a TGC official. Let's take it out for a ride. All right, we got 4 tees and 4 flags. All right, I'm gonna take it out on the whites. And I'm gonna play the 3 tee. I'm gonna play the 3 pin.
Hello there, and welcome to the golf club. Have a good feeling. That's all I'm going to say. Let's play some golf.
Looks like a nice natural environment here so far. Nice work on the rough to first cut to fairway transitions. Rocks look good. Rocks are really hard to make look right. Where I live, when I was able to play golf there, I'd go to all the local county and municipals and stuff, and there wasn't a boatload of rocks around. All right, so let's take a look at the course here. All right, over there is the boundary of the property that you got to work in. All right, there must be a mountain behind me or something there. Huh, wonder why it pushed me in like that. So I just plopped the clubhouse down there. I did a little bit of work. I don't know. When you go into the course designer, guys, there is um, a setting in the menu there where you can set it to auto generate X amount of holes. So you should zero that out, so it won't put a course out there for you to clear off in a automatic clubhouse. You guys really got to start looking at the settings. All right. In this setting there, you can see the wind meter. When I turn that off, it disappears. Now that circle where that arrow is there, you see it's like I don't know, 10-15% filled. That's telling you the wind velocity. It's not giving you a number, but it's giving you, a range. So, we're looking at about a 6 mile an hour. When it's about halfway, it looks like it's been going about 10 to 12. So, if that thing is, totally full, you're looking at like a 20 mile an hour wind. Of course.
Ooh, no good. Not too bad, not too bad. You're on the fairway.
Well, it's
So
a par
I'd say we're
five. It's
about
not like I was going to get to the green from
240
there.
yards from the pin here.
I see I got it set for that range. It's 40 feet up, so 220. It's probably 235, so I could probably get away with about it. Probably get away with about 220 yards of club. Or not. I didn't note that big rise here near the end on the flyover because I'm busy talking to you.
Nine-footer here, I think.
So,
You can
that
do
foot
this.
life feature, did you notice that there in the last game that wasn't there? Sometimes John here, the commentator, would tell you if the ball was, well above or below your feet. But I think that was only at extremes. A lot of times I would pick that up without him saying it, and I would adjust for it. But now that you can actually quantify it there with that 3 yard square thing, which also is going to help with the putting, as I'm going to show you in a second again. So anyway, I put the flag in. I got the putt approach camera on, so I can do that with the triangle button. I can just kind of get the worm's eye view here, then I can go around to the other side. Try to see which way the flag and the hole are leaning. So looks like the flag and the hole are leaning a little bit to the left. It's 3 inches down on a fastest green here, so just change the club, and you get that. Each one of them boxes is 3 feet, so it's a yard. So
Oh, man.
It's all right, can't win them all.
4 feet to the hole. You can do this.
So we don't play with the grid on there, but having, some of these courses are sloped so extremely, and especially fast, it's, it's hard to pick up because even on the high, if it's, there's the slope around the hole, if you're 20 feet away, there's, some change or break, at 10 feet there, and then you're still guessing on your foot lie sometimes. So at least you have the foot lie. And even though that is kind of violates the whole aids off thing there, I think it's something we should leave in and continue to
Nice
play
putt.
with. I just think, if you're on a real course, on a real green,
Starting off
you'd be
at
able to figure
1
that
over
out.
par.
That's a personal opinion. Uh, you don't have to agree with it. I'm just trying to find a way to, I'm not trying to play a sim golf on a video game. I'm trying to simulate, some stuff like on a real golf course and what I might do. So that's enough about that. Take it or leave it.
All right. Let's let her rip.
These are really narrow fairways here. I don't know about you. When I used to go out and play my county local, fairways were, wide. Short 360-yard par 4. It's all downhill. See, I'm checking it now too. A lot of guys, they do work on these courses. And they muck around with the landscaping there, and they leave their tee boxes off level. And you wonder why your tee shot went 10 yards offline. Sloppy with that swing. Bounce right, bounce right, bounce right. Thank you. The members bounce.
Nice.
With the new game, I'm noticing
Looks
your
like
ball's bouncing a
I'd
whole
say
lot
around 110
more
yards or so to
in
the
the rough
pin.
landings. I'm getting a solid bounce. Some things have been changed. I don't know if it's course hardness physics or rough hardness physics or something with the clubs. No clue. See, if you hit the overhead there, you get the arrow, but that's in relationship to north and south on this screen. And if you go out of there, you see how it changes a little bit. A little bit of adjustment there. What kind of club do I want to take here? The 130. I'm getting used to the new clubs here too. Last year's game with the regular clubs, that's a 120-yard carry on a pitching wedge. That's a 130. You shouldn't get too much back. All right, so we're just gonna have to take a hair of D-loft on there, try to get a little extra backspin on this thing here when it lands.
This isn't looking positive.
All right, that went a little bit long. All right, chipping's changed quite a bit too here. Just let me line this up here. I'll set the putter. And it goes uphill past the green. Yeah, okay. The lob wedge chip, last year's game, they had a carry of 4 yards, and it would roll out to 7 or 8, depending, I guess. This year with these different clubs here, that's a 12-yard carry. And the length of the backswing there on the animation is about 3 times more than it was last year. So I certainly don't want to carry this 12 yards. I want to carry that about somewhat less. So
Okay, let's see if you can save par here.
I didn't want to be off the green. So it looks like it's going to be right to left all the way. Uphill, left to right.
Oh, come on, ball.
That could have been somebody.
All right, nice little 2-foot putt. All right, see
You know,
what
this guy's put the
scorecard
hole right on
says.
a fall line there, right on this spot there
2
where
over
it's,
for the round.
you know, it's going to fall like 2 different ways. You know, it's just my biggest gripe with
Okay, it's
designers
time to
is,
send this ball
you
on
know,
its
is the
way.
extreme slope they put on some of their greens. They make them concrete hard, and they go out of their way to put the holes, you know, the cup itself, you know, in confounding places. Beyond reality, okay? You know, it's a video game. I get that. But, you know, why go through the trouble of building golf courses if you're just going to make them a trudge? And, you know, I mean, you want plays, right? You want ratings and plays, right? For personal satisfaction. This is all carry. Yeah. You know, of course, the flag. You know, you got to see how big that green is. On this hole, you got to carry you got to carry the bunker. You can't hold that backswing. I went slow on the backswing. Ouch. I think it's a good thing that fence was in the way.
Interesting.
I mean, it's easy to chunk. It's easy to chunk them. It's easy to chunk the chips out
All
of the
right,
heavy rough.
12-footer here.
Last year's game was much more efficient to do that with the putt approach on there. All you had to do was hit the circle button and press down on the right stick. Now now you got to muck around with the analog sticks.
Oh, that was almost in. 4 feet. Let's do this. Solid stroke on that one. Sitting at 4 over for the round.
Well, to say it was a hardest, it's subjective, but yeah, it's not fun. And if all the long approaches are going to be bunker carries to get to the green, to hard greens, yeah, it's not going to be any
par
fun.
5 here.
And it's not a terrible course. You know, there's some good work here, but this is not a great course by any standard. There's so much good stuff out there. There's even great stuff out there that, you know, anything less than good is less than. Crank that one over a bit. Of course it's in a bunker. Where else could it go? Seems like every time you miss-hit a shot in this game, it winds up in a bunker. Can't hold the backswing. You gotta take it up to the top and let it go.
Not bad, not bad. You're in the fairway.
You need to be smooth,
right,
but you need to,
45 yards out.
You need to be smooth, but you need to get it done. Say bunker carry. You know, everything's a damn bunker carry.
Hope this one bites.
So it would be a 5 inches downhill.
A little work to do, but nothing too bad.
3 inches downhill from, 9 feet away. That's going to be sensitive.
And there's your birdie.
Barely putted that far enough to get past my left toe.
3 over for the round here.
I generally try to avoid moving the putt aimer up, in and out. It's like changing gears on the putt. Remember the Tiger Woods 10 with the classic putting there? You had like 4 different settings for your putter, so you had like 4 putters in your bag, which doesn't work out in reality. So I try not to do that. I try to learn how to hit stuff. All right, here. 2, 6, 9, 7, 8, so, yeah. Finally,
It's
almost hit
looking
one
good.
straight. Some days I got lazy thumb. Got to look at the controller when I swing a few shots. What the hell was that? A very slow with that club goes 12 yards. And well, still
Putting
stuff to
from
learn
around
here on this
16 feet
tempo
out.
stuff. So I mean, see, here's a good example of, it's a sunny day, but the clouds move, the high clouds move, so they move across. Um, there's a setting in the designer I noticed there, the speed of the clouds, and it's like a time progression. So it could be sunny 1 minute and then it dim down. I mean, it's cool, but something the designers are going to have to get used to. It's going to be a new effect. Guys are complaining they're downloading
This
their
was the
legacy
car they are
courses and
rumored to
everything looks
have that.
screwed up. Well, things are going to look screwed up there because the themes are different now, and
All right, let's check the
there's
scorecard here.
integrated assets meaning buildings and
Okay,
fences and
4
trees
over
and
for
bushes
the
and stuff.
round.
So things got scrambled up a little bit. So guys are going to re-download their legacy courses and want to republish them in this game, and they're going to have to do some work even on something that was totally finished the first time around. I need to take a 5 minute break, guys. I need to hit the bathroom, get another cup of coffee, and so I'll be back in 5 minutes. So hang in if you want, and I'll go from there. All right, I'm back here. Before I go on here, I'm just going to pause it a second here, see if there's any new messages. If there's a question, I'll try to answer it. All right, no new messages and no viewers at this time, but that's okay. This is going to be on my YouTube later. So we'll just keep playing on.
Okay, hole number 6.
You know, that's on the PlayStation. You know, the viewers there. They're, you know, I did one the other day. I actually had over 20 views on my YouTube. All right, well, that's kind of a cool pin placement there, right up there. That's probably a bit of a false front. Matter of fact, I'm certain that's a false front. This is a casual round, so yeah, you get that up by the pin, it's going to roll back 20 yards down the fairway. So I got to get past the pin here. Okay. Wind seems to be blowing, I don't know, 6 miles an hour or so. Got to learn to read the flags again this year too, there, because they're behaving a little bit different there. I used to be able to tell, you know, how it was, you know, how far it was out flapping, and or if it was flapping. That's 138. And I'm still getting used to the distances on these new clubs. Yeah, I had to carry it. Yeah. Even a little bit past the hole, it's going to roll the hell back down. That's going to be a...
On the green. A lot of work to
Okay.
do now.
All right.
Looking
Another
at a
thing is, if I'm on
19-foot
the
putt
green,
from
I'm
here.
putting. Okay, if I'm not on the green, well, the way I got it set up with no club choice, if I was in the fringe, I'd have a driver in my hand right now. So if it's giving me a putter, that means I'm on the green, so I'll be putting. You know, for what it's for what that's worth. I try not to do any, you know, chipping, pitching, whatever, you know, chipping, pitching, or flopping on the green surface. I think that's wrong. Even though, I mean, it's not totally forbidden on a real golf course, but I try not to do it.
Oh, that was going to be fantastic. Super putt.
I think if you're on the
Just didn't
green, you
drop.
should be putting. And if you can, you know, if you can chip on the green and get it up close to the hole, I think you're not trying to learn to putt. I mean, that's just my feelings.
Great putt in there for the par.
I'll take the par. This hole
Okay,
was a
so
bitch.
that'll keep you at 4 over for the round. Okay, let's put this ball out there.
Yeah, these are some nasty narrow fairways too here. The fairway's what, about 10 yards wide? Even a U.S. Open won't go under 15. I think they max them out. They try to max them minimum out at about 15, max them out at you know, 30 yards across or something like that. Yeah, or 15 or 30, you know, minimum. Yeah, it's just going to be I'll just take it out straight out to that tree. Straightest one I hit all day.
Oops.
Yeah, went 300 yards, so there's so much downhill. All right, well, we ain't getting to the green from here. And they've jiggered up the overhead yardages this year too. It used to be much clearer. You should be able to choose your club yardage a lot easier.
This is not looking decent.
No, well, this is a hard course. This is, this course is extreme.
Okay, back on the fairway. This is good stuff here.
Okay, a 35-yard flop just went 70. Did I do that right? I'm losing interest in this course. This is just too damn extreme in too many ways. All right, I've had enough of this course. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate to quit out on these things here, but
33 feet to the hole
this is
here.
not a good design.
Oh, man.
I've had enough
See
of this
how these
course.
numbers add up.
Clueless
Sitting
green
at
design.
6
That's what
over
this
for the
is.
round. 8th hole coming up here. Let's take your best shot.
I've just had enough of this course. All right, I'm going to sign off. If you were watching, thanks for watching. This is, this is everything's extreme here. There's no thought here. There's no moderation. Real golf course designers, real courses, are not like this. You can hit a slope that should take you to the hole, if you hit it to the right spot. So, this is not a good course. Okay.